Hey, Phil from Got Memories here, Mini DV. Alright, so as I go on and on, just, regular situations with Mini DV, right? So you got everything here looking good, and then you look over and it's blue screen, okay? If you've got this stuff, these tapes, and you're coming up with this, blue screen, is the tape done? Oh, there's a blip of something. And it's gone again. Oh, it's back again. All running it through here, through the camcorder. And if you get, look, there's another blip of stuff, all this distorted, pixelated kind of stuff. And then you're like, oh, the tape is done. Oh, is it? Is the tape bad? Look at this. This is constant with Mini DV. This is coming from either the camcorder, got moisture on the heads back in the day. They're at the beach. There's a picture gone. They're at the beach or whatever. I don't know. So what you got to do, stop the capture, see that, and then it clears up. But this is just systemic with Mini DV. There it is again. Blue screen again. Blue screen again. So 8 minutes into the capture, it's not even worth messing around with. You got to rewind it. You got to clean the heads. Hopefully not manually. You can get a head cleaner, but this is just a Band-Aid. It could be the tape. It could be the player. This is why you've got to try it in multiple machines. At least right now, I've noticed a few of these are not great from this particular job. So you run this head cleaner for about 10-15 seconds. It's a Band-Aid. You need to get in and clean it with acetone, isopropyl. I've got videos on that. But this is just constant monitoring of all of Mini DV. So, and I could run this again. It might screw up in the same spot. My hunch is that it's just dirty heads, but sometimes you get these tapes and they're like that, and that's why you need multiple players to cross-reference it. So I'm going to give it a second go again, and then I am going to, if I see the same thing at the same timing, around about the 6-7 minute mark, it starts to go to crap, then look, for flipping hell's sake. So, and this, I've got a couple that are giving me issues, but it could have been the previous job. I'm trying to remember the last Mini DV job a couple days ago was, it went blue screen there. Oh, it's back. All right. So this is why you need to have eyeballs on all transfers, and this is why it was like be on again. Like people are getting blue screen back and pixelated and bars across the screen from transfer companies because they're not monitoring, they're not cleaning their equipment, they're not separating gunky, gross tapes from clean tapes. So your stuff might be in good shape, but they run, Bubba's stuff from the swamps of Louisiana, and they've got mold on them and all sorts of crap, and then your tapes are going in next, and they're like, hey, your tapes have gone bad. But, yeah. And you can usually hear it as well in the machines. They're like, they make this kind of like weird noise, and that tells you that something's going on. Let's see. It's clear now. So that doesn't mean to say that in the next, 7 to 10 minutes, that cleaning up from those bars right there, that has told me that it is the heads, it's not their tapes. So I have to monitor this. If it might go through for 35 minutes and go to crap again, or it might be 10 minutes. This is the game nowadays with all of this old media. This has gone blue screen. Yeah, so you've got to constantly monitor, and this is the difference between a quality transfer company. Yes, there are ways to transfer this stuff using Firewire and all that kind of stuff. It's time, it's money. People aren't willing to pay even what, what the going rate should be, let alone all this like ridiculous file sizes and stuff. And the quality is perfectly fine. I've done my own DV tapes like this, but you got to sit back and monitor all this stuff. Blue screen doesn't mean it's over. All right, it means the heads are dirty. Just finished up a job here. These things were filthy, covered in mold. I've managed to restore all of this stuff. It did take some doing. I've got to put everything back in the original bags. It's a bit of a mess right now. Try and tell people to use as little plastic as possible. But yeah, so if you've got the mini DVs, I've got probably 30, 40 videos on mini DV and all the problems with them. So if you're doing this yourself, you're going to need a lot of players, head cleaners, isopropyl, acetone. If you're doing this, sending it off to a company, my goodness, good luck. No one's monitoring this stuff, or very little of this industry is actually monitoring, making sure, rechecking, redoing as needed. These tapes on average are 25 years old. Shelf life is less than that. Especially, oh my God, if you've left them in humid garages, attics, the flood, damp basements, no. Honestly, your stuff is going to be an absolute mess, potentially. Don't know. If you'd like to get a quote through me, gotmemories.com, fill out the quote form as best you can. I do need photographs out of the cases, all the pictures of everything, because people are trying to sneak terrible quality, store stuff that's just filthy and just in bad shape, and they're trying to, swindle me and go, no, everything's amazing. They send it, and I've given them a quote, and then it's all just trashed. And I'm like, I got to send it back, or else it's going to be this much money. I don't like to change pricing on people. I like to be upfront, so people need to be upfront with me. So then I'll be upfront. But I have people where I'm like, look, these things are trashed, and for me to do this stuff, it's going to be this much, and I get it, but I will gladly ship everything back to you, cover the shipping costs. Yeah, fine, just take it back, because I can't spend my time pulling my hair out with all this stuff that's been uncared for, unkept, abused. There's no other word for it. And now I've got to sit there and, redo, spend all this time undoing all the mess that other people have created. But so far, so good with this. But yeah, I have to stand back and just keep eyeballs on this. And I gotta, So anyway, cheers. Bye.